Level 1. Born into a killing temperature, the night you were born, the air outside could end a life in minutes. It was 56 degrees Celsius. There were no hospital lights, no soft blankets waiting in a warm room, just wooden walls built on frozen earth and a coal boiler that could not fail. In this village, heat is not comfort. It is survival. Your mother holds you close, not gently but tightly, protectively. Because if the boiler stops, the pipes freeze, the walls freeze, and a newborn doesn't get a second chance. Your father steps outside to check the fuel. For 2 seconds, the door opens. A blade of frozen air slices into the room. The flame trembles. Your life begins balanced between fire and ice. You weren't born into peace. You were born into resistance. Level 2. The walk that could freeze a child. A few winters later, you learn your first rule. The thermometer reads 51 degrees Celsius. School is still open. Your mother wraps your face in wool, layer after layer, no skin exposed. You step outside. Within seconds, your breath turns to crystals. Your eyelashes begin to freeze together. The walk is only half a kilometer, but at 51 degrees Celsius, distance stretches. Your father walks beside you not because you'll get lost, but because if you fall and stop moving, the cold will notice before anyone else does. Halfway there, your fingers begin to sting. Not pain, a warning. He kneels in front of you. Move your hands, because here, stillness is not rest. Stillness is risk. You reach school with burning cheeks and frozen lashes. You didn't accomplish something great. You survived something small. And in Oymyakon, that's how childhood begins. Level 3. Water doesn't flow here. In most homes, you turn a tap. Here, water is trapped inside ice. There are no pipes in your house. They would burst within hours. So before sunrise, your father walks to the frozen river, and you follow him. The surface looks solid, silent, dead. It isn't. Beneath that white crust, water still moves. He swings the iron bar. Once, twice, again. The sound echoes across the frozen valley. After 10 strikes, a crack forms. A block breaks free. 20 kilograms of frozen water. Lift. You grab it. Your gloves stiffen instantly. Cold crawls through fabric like it isn't there. This isn't a chore. This is drinking water. Bath water. Life. You drag the sled home. Inside, the ice melts slowly beside the fire. And you understand. Something simple. Nothing in this place is given. Everything is extracted. Level 4. The day the cold tried to take you, you stayed outside too long. Just a few extra minutes. You were laughing. That's how it starts. Your mother sees you from a distance. She walks faster. Then she grabs your face. Her eyes change. She doesn't yell. She pulls you inside. In the mirror, you see it. The top of your nose isn't red. It's white, completely white. There's no pain. That's what makes it dangerous. Frostbite doesn't scream. It erases, blood slows, skin numbs, color disappears. Your mother warms your face carefully. No rubbing, no panic. Because panic causes mistakes. And here, mistakes cost pieces of you. That night, you lie awake. Not because you're hurt, because you understand. The cold doesn't attack loudly. It waits for distraction. It waits for stillness. And next time, it won't warn you. Level 5. The night the heat died. It happened in the middle of the night. No storm, no warning. You woke up because the air felt wrong. Not cold yet, just thinner. Your mother was already standing near the boiler. The flame was smaller than it should be. Your father didn't speak. He already knew. The fuel line had frozen. At 58 degrees Celsius, machines don't fail slowly. They stop. If the boiler dies, the pipes freeze solid. The walls turn rigid. By morning, the house becomes a freezer, and you are inside it. Your father pulls on his boots. No hesitation. The door opens, darkness, wind, metal, screaming under cold. He disappears into it. You sit inside, wrapped in blankets that suddenly feel useless. Minutes stretch. You imagine the flame shrinking. You imagine the silence after it goes out, then a cough from the chimney, a small growl from the boiler. The flame fights back. Your father returns. His gloves are stiff, his eyelashes crusted white. He says nothing, but you understand something new. In this village, heat is not automatic. It is defended, every night. Level 6. The rule of movement. By the time you are older, your father stops shielding you from the lessons. He takes you into the forest. The snow is deep. The air burns your lungs. He points to tracks. You see marks. He sees survival. He shows you a trap buried under white. Remember this, he says. If something gets caught, the trap doesn't kill it. You look at him. The cold does. You stand still for a moment. Wind moves across the trees. Your fingers begin to fade. Not painful, just distant. Your father looks at you. Move. You step forward, because here is the rule. If you stop moving, the cold will finish the job. That day, something changes. You are no longer just surviving winter. You are studying it, and winter is studying you back. Level 7. When the cold started winning, years pass. Winter comes the way it always does without apology. But this year, something feels different. The temperature drops to 63 degrees Celsius. People talk about records. You notice something else. Your father moves slower. When he lifts the ice blocks, he pauses longer. When he tightens the fuel cap, His hands shake slightly. The cold hasn't defeated him. It has worn him down. One evening, he sits longer than usual by the boiler. You watch him stare at the flame. For the first time, you see exhaustion instead of strength. The next morning, before he wakes up, you put on your boots. You check the fuel tank. You clear the frozen valve. You swing the iron bar into the river ice. The impact travels through your arms. It hurts, but you don't stop. When you drag the sled home, your father is standing at the door. He doesn't say thank you. He doesn't say good. He just nods. And in that nod is something heavier than words. The cold didn't beat him. It passed the weight to you. Level 8. The inheritance. One morning you wake up before the alarm. Not because you have to. Because you are responsible. The boiler hums quietly. You listen to it the way your father used to. Outside, it's 55 degrees Celsius. You step into the dark. The air hits your face. It doesn't shock you anymore. It reminds you. Inside the house, your child is sleeping. Your mother moves slower now. Your father's tools hang on the wall. You realize something simple. Nothing changed. The river is still frozen. The engine still can't be turned off. The boiler still cannot fail, only the roles changed. The path to school is the same half-kilometer. Your child stops halfway. It's too cold, he says. You kneel. Move your hands, the exact words you once heard. And suddenly you understand. This place doesn't belong to the strong. It belongs to the ones who adapt. Winter never leaves. It only waits. And now, you are the one it waits for. Level 9. This is not hell. Outsiders call it impossible. They visit for a few days. They film the frozen air. They say, how do people live here? You don't answer immediately because to you, this isn't extreme. It's normal. You've seen 60 degrees Celsius mornings. You've seen engines frozen solid. You've seen a wolf stiffen, the snow because it stopped moving. But you've also seen something else. Your mother keeping a house warm with discipline. Your father fighting the night so the flame wouldn't die. Your own hands cracking ice before sunrise. Hell is chaos. This place is order. There are rules here. Keep moving. Keep the fire alive. Respect the cold, break those rules, and winter will remind you. You stand by the window. Outside, the world is white and endless. Inside, the boiler hums. It's not comfort, it's control, and control is everything. Level 10. If you stop, you freeze. There is no final victory here. No moment where winter is defeated. Every morning resets the battle. You wake up, you check the fuel, you watch the sky. You step outside and the air tests you again. The cold doesn't hate you. It doesn't care about you. It simply exists, and that's what makes it powerful. You have learned something most people never do. Comfort is fragile. Warmth is earned. Stillness is dangerous. In this village, strength isn't loud. It's quiet repetition. Day after day, winter after winter. If you stop, you freeze. If you move, you live. And tomorrow morning, before the sun rises over the frozen valley of Oymyakon, you'll wake up again, not to conquer nature, but to coexist with it.